the bones of animals can be subjected into heat, high temperature, melted, and then from the liquid substances you can now use it to produce adhesive, plates, and cups as well. That is where also can be used. And then we also have the part of the animals that are very, very important. We have the hint, and we also have the skin, like I mentioned earlier. Very, very important. Very, very important part of it. And also we have the horn, which can be used as decorative purposes. It can be used as a decoration purposes. You can use it to decorate a room, your terrain, or building. You can use it to do that. That's about that. And then the feathers and the shells. Feathers and the shells. They also use for decoration purposes. You can also use it for decoration purposes. That is how animals are very, very important to us as human, and also among the other animals. They are important. Now, uses of living things with success. That's the next thing we'll discuss. Uses of living things with success. Where can we use the resources obtained from living things, that is either plants and animals? In our discussion, we discovered that plants are very, very important. Now, one of the usage is, especially plant can be used as food items. Plants can be used as food items. Example, rice, beans, yam, maize, and also fruits are obtained from plants, which are consumable. You can also obtain timber from plants, and timber is a very important material in our life today, because timber can be used in production of technological products, and timber can be used in production of bed, chairs, buildings, staircases, roofs. That's where timber can be used. Even in production of cars, timber can be used. Very, very important. Another usage is we can use plant in time of production of drugs. Basically, most drugs are being produced from plants, especially herbs. Herbs are all produced from plants. You can see where plants can be used, where plants serve as a source of resources. We can also use plants in transportation, in production of canoe, which enable movement of goods and services from one point to another. Now, usage in part of plants. Plants also serve as a source of food. Plants also serve as a source of food. Very, very important. Especially animals need food to survive. Animals serve as food to other animals as well. Animals can also serve as a means of sport, We use animals in terms of sport, race. We use donkeys, horses as a sport activity. You can see how animals are important in that aspect of sport. Also, you can use animals as a means of transportation. Animals serve as a means of transportation. Camels, donkeys. Humans use those animals to transport themselves from one place to another, to carry goods. Even farming activities can also be used by animals. Animals are very, very important. Another usage is animals serve as pets because they are friendly to humans. And then humans decided to keep them as pets. We can also use animals as a means of protection. We can also use animals as a means of what? Protection. Very, very important. Example, dog. They are very, very good in terms of that. So, that is the uses of animals. Animals are very, very important in our life. Now, let me review what I've just discussed. Earlier, I stated that living things are organisms which have life in them. And also, resources from living things, they are substances which are obtained from plants and animals. We also learned that there are two classifications of resources from living things. One, we have plant resources. Two, we have animal resources. Which under the plant resources, we have crop resources, food crops resources, and textile crop resources, and wood crop resources, medicinal crop resources, and then the last we have cash crop resources. And we also made mention animals resources are only obtained from animals, and which the other parts of the animal can be used. And I made mention of the skin, which can be processed to obtain skin, which will now be used to produce shoes or bags. And the bones of the animals, which are used in production of adhesive, or can also be used to produce plates and cups. And then the wings, I mentioned it, and then the shield, which can also be used to produce, which can also be used as decoration purposes. You can use it to decorate your building or house to make it look attractive. We also state the uses of resources from living things, that is both plants and animals. And the general uses which we mentioned is serve as food item. It serve as food. And also we make mention of wood which serve as a means of production of chairs, tables. And with this, we have come to the end of our lesson today. The next thing to do is we copy note now. Make sure you copy the note. Thank you.